Good morning. I hope that you are doing well. Welcome to this week's weekly review. It has been a while since I've created a weekly review through video format, but here we go. I want to start off this weekly review with the weekly chart of Dixie. Dixie has purged this sell side right here, these relatively equal lows. Reason why these lows are important is because of the times in which they were formed. This is the Q1 low, quarter 1 low, quarter 2 low. So that means there's a large amount of sell side liquidity that was engineered below those lows. Market expanded lower. It failed to get into this weekly BC here, but that's not a problem. And the market reversed. In last week's review, I said that I was looking for a scenario like this to unfold. So a retracement into this weekly BC and then expansion up. But when we go into the lower time frames, I will tell you why on Thursday I said, okay, we're not going to see that. We're just going to continue higher. For now, my draw on Dixie is this high right here, which is the July high, and the highs above that. Let's go into the hourly. So here we are on the hourly chart. This right here was the previous week high, and here was the Friday low. Thursday we had CPI. So on CPI you see this large wick down. Does it break Friday's low? No, it does not. What does this wick reprice into? Into this bullish rejection block right here. EU made a higher high in relationship to Friday's high on Thursday. So what is that? That is SMT. So we had SMT with EU on the lows. That was the signal for me that, let me just type it out for you. That was the signal for me that, okay, we're not going to trade into this weekly BC anymore. We're just going to continue higher. And then we saw this market maker buy model unfold on Friday. If you go to the previous weekly review channel, you will be able to see my live breakdown of all this delivery. This is not just hindsight, this was anticipated and shared with you guys live. We saw this BC right here, support price. This right here is all your lowest buy inside of this BC. Accumulation, reaccumulation, higher prices. Friday 8:30 we saw high impact news, reprice price higher quickly, then a retracement into what? Into CE of this gap. If we go into M1, we see the following. Keep in mind, 102.586 is CE of the hourly imbalance of the hourly BC. If you go to the Forex channel for the 11th of August and you go to around 10:45, you see me call live for Dixie that it should expand higher from here. Reason being is we have this order book here. And CE of the BC next to time. So that's important. Market start expanding. Beautiful delivery up. Just see how every single discount array is supporting price in this repricing higher. If I turn on the 90-minute indicator, you will see something else as well. I will leave this up, or I leave it up to you to study this, but if you apply the fractal theory of the cycles to this chart, it's absolutely beautiful to see. Let's continue with Euro. Okay, so here we are on the weekly chart of Euro USD. we can see that the market reached our point of interest or draw, this weekly volume imbalance right here, tapped into the high of it and sold off. We then saw this CB right here get created. That was our POI for this week. And I believe that Euro is drawing lower towards this sell side if Dixie continues its push higher. Relative weak lows. If we go down into the lower time frame, this will be more clear to you. I'm dropping straight into the hourly. So here we are on the hourly chart of EU. Here we have that Friday high that I was talking about. And the Thursday high. I'm going to go back in Dixie in a minute, but just note that this should not have occurred if there was perfect market symmetry. In a perfect market, Euro would have made a lower high while Dixie made a higher low. So what we see here is that Euro makes this higher high in relationship to Friday's high, while Dixie makes a higher low than Friday's low. Friday comes along. Do you note the choppiness until the CPI release on Thursday? CPI here creates the high of the week. Boom. Sell off. Bearish CB. Balanced price range. Oh. Sell off lower. More distribution here. IOFET. What was the market drawing to? All of the sell side here. Okay, so here we're on the weekly chart of ES. I've been drawing your guys' eyes to lower prices for a while now. Why? Because we reached a higher time frame POI in which a retracement or reversal could have been expected. What was the POI? The POI was the high of this CB here. Look how the bodies respected. What was the market drawing to? It was drawing to this imbalance here. And if we go down into, for example, a daily chart, this was more obvious because we had an SMT with Nasdaq on the highs. So that was the sign of, okay, we're likely to either reverse here or retrace at least. Then we saw a market structure shift here. Market structure shift pattern that I've been teaching to you guys. Here. Market did not trade into this daily BC as an inversion fair value gap, but it does not need to. Why not? Look at the market structure shift low. So my expectation going forward for ES is the following. I believe that ES is likely to continue to draw lower. But there's one thing we need to keep in mind, and that's the following. Here. This low right here is a crucial low. Reason being is that it's the July low. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Oh, let me turn these arrows off. Here we are on Nasdaq. Here's the July low. Nasdaq took it, while ES did not yet. If you go back to the chart that I shared, I believe 3 week reviews ago, I told you guys about the bearish expectation that I had for Nasdaq. Reason being, it was the weaker market, if you look at intermarket relationship. I said we were going to see a market structure shift pattern unfold below this low here. And I wanted to see speed and velocity below this low right here. So next week I am looking for signs if that will happen here. And if it does, if we do see speed and velocity below the July low, then I believe that this sell side here is next. Because there's nothing, in my opinion, between here and there that could potentially act as a level for a sort of support to form and then continuation higher. This imbalance right here is likely to get filled, in my opinion. Beautiful immediate rebalance on the weekly chart. And then we saw lower prices. Expectation for ES is exactly the same, but I want to see how this weekly inversion BC, or this inversion fair value gap, will be treated. I'm curious to see if ES will retrace here and then continue lower. Preferably, I would not like to see that. I would just like to see this BC right here act as resistance on price and then continuation lower. If you go down into the daily chart, you have these BCs on the left side of the curve. They should all act as resistance once they get broken. So keep an eye on that. And now I want to talk to you about something that occurred to me on Wednesday. I'm going to go into the replay too and into the hourly chart. And I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm going to take the drawings off. And here we are on the hourly chart. This was the day prior to CPI and I had a really good experience. I'm going to tell you it. On Wednesday, I was looking to catch a market maker sell model. So I was trying to catch a short on ES. My PLI was this CB here, which was also a H4 CB. I'm going to drop straight into the lower time frame. Taking the 90-minute indicator off just for the visual clarity for you guys. This is beautiful delivery to study by yourself. I'm not going to do that much of a breakdown, I'm just going to share you the experience that I had. So here we are. We are on Wednesday's PM session and I was looking for a short. However, I did not short this. Even when I was live behind the charts, seeing this deliver. It was around 2 p.m. when I came behind the charts. I saw a market maker buy model into this original consolidation here. And I was looking for an SMR to form above there. So a reversal to form. Displacement occurred, exactly like I outlined in my personal journal or what I was trying to see. And I noticed that I was not in the right state of mind. I was a bit tired, my focus was not present, I was not with my thoughts at the charts, and a thought came to mind. And that was the analyst asking himself whether or not he would be satisfied or would be happy if he would put on a trade when he is noticeably not in the right state of mind. And immediately I said to myself, I'm not taking this. I have the perfect idea outlined. I know what price is going to do. I know that we're going to drop lower, but I'm not going to put on the trade because I am not in the right state of mind. And then price delivered exactly like outlined. I was happy with that. I was happy with the self-control. I was happy with the fact that I did not chase an emotional charge or that I make a decision based on emotional stimuli or something like that. Because I knew that if I would get stopped out on this trade, if my expectation was wrong, I would beat myself up afterwards, because I already noticeably said to myself, okay, I'm out of focus, and therefore I should not look at price. And to then see the market deliver like outlined, it was nice to see. But at the same time, the feeling of, okay, I could have done that came up. And that was a sense of, it was not a feeling of regret or pain, but it was a feeling of, okay, next time, make sure that you're in the right state of mind. Make sure that you focus. Make sure that you're positive when you're behind the charts, or else don't even open the charts. And the day after, Thursday, I was thinking about it, about the experience that I had. Of course, I journaled everything properly, and I said, yeah, I'm happy that these concepts speak with such clarity to me. I'm happy with the fact that I'm able to see what is going to happen next. And then Thursday came, Thursday's AM session. And then I catch a perfect sell model on Nasdaq. Here, I can show you the executions on here. And it was a very nice trade. And I wrote it all the way down to this price level on here. I will share with you the MT5 screenshot. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's okay to miss a move. You can make the decision to not take a trade if you are noticeably not in the right state of mind. And the fact that I was able to do this, the fact that I was able to say no, shows true self-control. And that's the point you need to get to. You need to become bored when you view price. And the moment that you are noticeably not bored, or the moment that you are noticeably tired, you need to stop. No matter what, you need to stop. Because otherwise you're going to overview things, and afterwards you're going to say to yourself, why the fuck did I do that if I knew that I was tired? Do you see the logic there? These moves repeat every single day. So there's absolutely no reason for you to feel the urge to have to capture this move, because you're going to see hundreds of thousands of opportunities during your career. So, and even on Friday was fucking clean as well. Perfect sell model on Euro. So I do not give a fuck that I missed that move for Wednesday, because there are so many opportunities that you can engage based on. All you have to do is show up. And if you show up and you know that today you feel good, today you feel confident, today you are calm, then you can do magic. So I hope that this experience, or this experience that I just shared with you, gives you some insight on the way that I suggest to look at yourself as the operator, because these concepts are crazy precise. It's like, I was listening to ICT's Twitter space yesterday, and he said that these concepts are like weapons of mass destruction on these markets. But when used not accordingly, they will not work. They will beat you up. And you act accordingly with these weapons based on rules. And your protocol should be wider than just technical rules. As much as you want to operate as an algorithm, as a code, so to say, a script, a trading algorithm, you need to keep in mind that you are human, and humans have flaws. And these flaws can be recognized before they occur, or before they get put into practice. And the moment that there's something in your mind that's signaling to the analyst, okay, this thing is bothering me, this thought, oh, maybe it was that because you got into an argument and now you're frustrated, Or maybe you're just drained after a long day at work or after a long conversation with a trainer or anything else. The moment that there's something on your mind that's different than trading, make the decision to not do anything. And you will see that by that self-control, you will reach a state of mind, a level of confidence that is unseen. So I hope that you found this week review valuable. I'm looking forward to next week's delivery. For me, Monday will be a no trading day. My focus will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe even Friday, but that depends on how the week will deliver. I wish you all good luck, be safe, and enjoy your weekend.